because it's interesting. It's kind of got two pieces. One, you want to make sure that you actually understand what psychological safety is. And if you look at the GitLab credit values in the D&I and belonging, it actually does a good job of describing the core of it around, it's psychological safety is being able to simply be yourself without a fear of negative consequences. It's you're safe for taking risks, and that you feel accepted and respected. But the second thing, this is actually the subtlety and this is true of a lot of core values, is that they to recognize that the emphasis and intensity of what psychological safety is will vary. So for instance, if and I'll use a couple of quick examples. If a Navy SEAL team, what they consider to be psychologically safe is probably going to be different than what a GitLab, a marketing or customer success team feels, because they operate in a very different context. And you also need to always think about, it's not just one value. So yes, you want psychological safety, absolutely, but that can conflict. If you have a value, and I've seen this happen, and it tends to go sideways quickly, a company will say, one of our values is absolute candor, this notion of this level of radical transparency. Well, the problem is that on one hand, you want to make it a psychologically safe environment. On the other hand, radical transparency or candor means that if you've got 50% of your people who are more introverted, who aren't comfortable having every aspect of their lives exposed at work, you've just now created a significant conflict in terms of your core values. And so being very conscious that values aren't something you stick on the wall, that what's fundamental for every team and every organization is that how you'll operationalize those values. And what I mean by that is that values are at their best when they're used to help assess and guide people, their everyday behavior in an organization. So you make them come alive, as opposed to, here's the poster and here's what we do.